Long ago, in the mighty Benin kingdom, a child was born who would shake the foundations of history. His name was Arhuanran, the son of Oba Esigie, the great warrior king. From the moment of his birth, it was clear that he was no ordinary child. He was born larger and stronger than any other baby in the kingdom. His hands were like those of a grown man, and his cries echoed through the palace like the roar of a lion. Please try and click the subscribe button as we continue the real story of the great Nephilim giant of Edo State Arhuanran. Thank you. As Arhuanran grew, his size became even more remarkable. By the time he was a teenager, he was taller than the tallest warriors and stronger than the strongest blacksmiths. The people whispered among themselves, calling him the Giant Prince. Some believed he had been blessed by the gods of war, while others feared that his power was too great for one man to hold. Despite his strength, Arhuanran was not destined to inherit the throne. His younger brother Esigie was chosen instead, as his mother was the favored queen of Oba Esigie. This decision planted the seeds of jealousy and rivalry between the brothers. Though he was a prince, Arhuanran felt like an outsider in his own kingdom. Determined to prove himself, Arhuanran focused on training as a warrior. His power became legendary. He could wield massive swords with ease and wrestle the strongest men in Benin to the ground. But deep inside, a fire burned in his heart. He believed that the throne of Benin was his birthright, and one day he would take it by force. The tension between Arhuanran and his brother Esigie grew stronger after the death of their father, Oba Esigie. According to tradition, the throne of Benin should have gone to the strongest and most capable son. By all accounts, Arhuanran fit that description. However, Esigie's mother, Queen Idia, was a powerful and intelligent woman who had great influence over the kingdom. She ensured that her son, Esigie, was crowned as the new Oba of Benin. Arhuanran was furious. He believed that he had been robbed of his destiny. His anger grew into hatred, and he vowed that he would one day reclaim the throne by any means necessary. He refused to submit to Esigie's rule and withdrew to the kingdom of Udo, where he built his own army. In Udo, Arhuanran became even stronger. His warriors were fiercely loyal, and his people saw him as their true king. He trained harder, preparing himself for the inevitable battle against Esigie. Legends say that he could crush stones with his bare hands and that no man in Benin could match his strength. Meanwhile, Queen Idia advised Esigie to prepare for war. She knew that Arhuanran would not remain silent forever. She gathered warriors and made alliances to protect her son's reign. A great war was coming, and both brothers knew that only one of them would rule Benin. The war between Arhuanran and Esigie became one of the most legendary conflicts in Benin history. Arhuanran, leading the warriors of Udo, launched an attack on Benin city, determined to seize the throne by force. His giant-like strength made him a fearsome leader, and his army was relentless in battle. At first, it seemed as though Arhuanran would win. He crushed enemy warriors with his bare hands, and his army pushed deep into Esigie's territory. However, Queen Idia was not just a mother, she was also a strategic genius. She advised Esigie to use psychological warfare against Arhuanran, knowing that brute strength alone would not guarantee victory. Using her knowledge of spiritual warfare, Queen Idia and her warriors performed powerful rituals to weaken Arhuanran's forces. It is said that they invoked mystical powers that made Arhuanran's soldiers confused and afraid. Some legends claim that Queen Idia even used magic to drain Arhuanran's strength, making him weaker than he had ever been. After a long and brutal fight, Esigie's forces defeated Arhuanran's army. The giant prince was forced to retreat back to Udo. But even in defeat, he refused to surrender. He would rather die than bow before his younger brother. After his defeat, Arhuanran returned to Udo, but he was a broken man. He knew he could never challenge Esigie again, and his dreams of ruling Benin had been crushed. In his rage and despair, he cursed the land of Udo, declaring that it would never rise to power again. Legends say that as Arhuanran stood by the Udo River, He called upon the gods to seal his fate. Some believe he threw himself into the river, choosing death over dishonor. Others say he vanished into the forests, never to be seen again. After his disappearance, the kingdom of Udo fell into decline. No ruler could restore it to its former glory. The people believed that Arhuanran's curse had taken effect, and to this day, Udo remains a land of mystery. His legacy, however, lived on. Stories of the giant warrior prince were passed down through generations. Some say his spirit still roams the land, watching over those who remember his name. Arhuanran's story remains one of the most famous legends in Edo history. Even though he never became Oba, his strength, determination, and tragic fate made him one of the most unforgettable figures in Benin's past. Today, the ruins of Udo still stand as a reminder of the powerful prince who once ruled there. Many Edo people continue to tell his story, and historians study his life to understand the ancient conflicts of Benin. Arhuanran's tale teaches us about the dangers of power, jealousy, and destiny. Though he was a mighty warrior, his refusal to accept defeat ultimately led to his downfall. His rivalry with Esigie shaped the future of Benin, proving that strength alone is not enough to rule. It takes wisdom, strategy, and the favor of the gods. But one question remains unanswered. Did Arhuanran truly die? Or does his spirit still roam the forests of Edo, waiting for the day he will rise again? Thanks for watching. Please click the Ace Animation Studio subscribe button, like, comment, and share for more interesting videos like this. Thank you.